Hi, Star Babies, and welcome back to another episode of Reading Aloud with Auntie Coley, Mama Coley. My name is Nicole Nixon. My friends call me Coley. I am the MomInShaman from beautiful Four Oaks, North Carolina, and I am reading The 7 Habits of Happy Kids. This is by Covey and illustrated by Stacy Curtis. We are on story number 3 today, Pokey and the Spelling Test. There's the teacher. There's the spelling words. Pokey and the Spelling Test. Are you ready? Alright, settle down. Alright. Pokey and the Spelling Test. One Monday, Pokey sat in class watching Miss Hoot write 6 words on the blackboard. Play, fun, have, for, you, drum. These words will be on Friday's spelling test, said Miss Hoot. Be sure you study every night, and then you'll spell these words just right. After school, Pokey went home and took a nap. Ding dong! Someone was at the door. It was Sammy. Hiya, Pokey, said Sammy. Do you want to go to the dump and look for some gadgets? He's at the door right there. Pokey knew he should study, but going to the dump sounded like more fun. Sure, said Pokey. When they got there, Pokey saw an old drum, thumped it lightly. Da-dum, da-dum, dum. Awesome, said Pokey. He carried the drum home. He played it for the rest of the afternoon. That's the dump. Going home with their findings from the dump. On Tuesday, Lily Skunk and Tagalong Allie stopped by Pokey's house. Allie and I just made some chocolate chip cookies. They're so yummy, said Lily. Want to try some? Said Allie. What? Said Pokey. Do you want to try some? Said Lily. I have to study for my spelling test, said Pokey, but I guess I can do that later. So off he went to Lily's house. When Pokey got back, he played his drum, then he played his harmonica, then he fell asleep. There's Lily, and there's Allie, and then that's them going on. And look, that's him in his room, spelling words still not studied. But he played with his drum and his harmonica, and he took a nap. Rest is important. On Wednesday afternoon, Pokey went on a butterfly hunt with Goob. And on Thursday afternoon, he took a bicycle ride with Jumper. When he got home, he remembered that the spelling test was the next day, and he hadn't studied even one word. He took out his spelling words and taped them to the wall. Play, fun, have, for, you, drum. Pokey tried to write them down, but the letters swam in front of him like fish. So, here's the butterfly bike ride. And here's the spelling words taped up. Here's where they swam in front of him like fish. There were too many words to learn in just one night. The more Pokey tried to memorize them, the more confused he got. He finally gave up and went to sleep. The next day, Pokey failed the test. He spelled every word wrong except for drum. What happened? Asked Miss Hoot. Didn't you study? I know you could have done better. You can see that's him getting his spelling test back. 1 out of 6. Look at his face. He knows he's smarter than that. I kept finding other things to do, said Pokey. Sophie was standing nearby. You shouldn't procrastinate, she said. Huh? Said Pokey. I mean, you should have put first things first, said Sophie. Do your homework first, then had fun later. Miss Hoot agreed. She told Pokey he could take the test again next Friday. And this time, don't wing it, she said. Pokey went home. He looked at his new drum. Da-dum, da-dum. He heard in his head. He looked at his spelling words. Play, fun, have for you drum. Let's see. Talking about his tests, and here's the words again. Ding dong! Someone was at the door. It was Sophie. I came to help you study, she said. They worked for a whole hour without stopping once. Ding dong! Someone else was at the door. It was Jumper. Want to play baseball? He said. Can't, Jumper, said Pokey. I'm studying. You're what? Studying, said Pokey. That's cool, said Jumper. Catch you another time. And off he ran. So your friends understand when you have to work. Got work to do for you. All right? Oh, did I show you the picture? That's him studying with his friend. You see, that's his other friend coming to play. He's like, nope, not today. Sometimes you gotta study so you get your work done. There's always time to play too. Pokey studied a little bit each day. On Friday, he took the test again. Fur and feather, said Miss Hoot. You got a perfect score. Pokey's quills poked out all over. He wanted to thank Sophie. He went home and got his drum. He took it to her house and left it with a note. For you, play drum, have fun, love Pokey. Hey, look. This is his teacher. Celebrating with him. She's very proud. He got a great score. Look, him leaving a drum. Alright. So in the parents' corner, habit 3. It's funny how kids will spend 30 minutes complaining about their chores, not realizing they could have completed them in the same amount of time they spent complaining. Go figure. Indeed, putting first things first is hard. In fact, of all the habits, it's the hardest one to keep. Why? Because we're all somewhat addicted to doing the urgent thing or the easier thing first. Yet, if we don't teach our kids to delay gratification and do the hard thing or first thing first while they're young, they may learn too late or not at all. In this story, be sure to point out how awful it can feel when you procrastinate and put things off. Like when Pokey crammed the night before the test. Contrast that with how good it feels when you're prepared. As a wise person once put it, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Up for discussion. All right, let's talk about this. Number 1. Why did Pokey put off studying for his spelling test? What did he do instead? He played. Number 2. What did Pokey feel the night before the first test? He felt anxious. Auntie Coley will admit she procrastinates. She's a master procrastinator. And It does feel pretty awful to cram before a test or just feel unprepared. So when you prepare, you can move forward in confidence knowing that you're going to do your best because you've tried and practiced. 3. What does procrastinate mean? What did Sophie teach Pokey about procrastination? Procrastinate means to put things off until later. But what did Sophie teach about procrastination? Okay. Number 4, how did Pokey feel after he studied all week and aced his spelling test? Pretty blessed. I'm sure he felt happy. I would have felt happy. I like getting under on tests. Number 5. Why is it so important to put first things first? That's about really kind of like prioritizing or what have you, making sure that you know the things that you need to do the things that you want to do. Do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. Just getting those things in order, you'll be prepared every day. You won't have to be worried, and even if you fail, if you talk to your teacher and ask them for another chance, sometimes they'll help. Sometimes they say no. That's the consequence. Alright, let's talk about some baby steps. Baby steps. Number 1. What are some of your most important jobs or responsibilities? Practicing the piano, making your bed, doing your homework, taking out the garbage. Talk about them with your mom, dad, or guardian. Number 2. Tomorrow, surprise your parents and do your chores before they even ask. There's often a lot of things that our parents ask us to do that we don't do because we get distracted or forget. But if you listen to them, they will tell you what to do. If they told you a lot of times, then say, okay, what did they always tell me to do? Get that done before they even have to ask, and then be proud that you did it no matter what they say or do. Number 3. The next time you have a lot of homework to do the hardest part first. That way you can knock it out and try as much as you can, skip it and move to the next thing if you have to, and come back to it and ask for help. Number 4. Think of something you've been putting off for a long time, like cleaning up your room, pumping up that tire on your bike, or fixing that broken dresser drawer. Go do it right now, okay? So that's a really great idea. Sometimes when you've been putting stuff off for a long time, it's important to go ahead and get it knocked out. Do what you need to do. That way, it's off of your to-do list, and you can focus on playing and having fun or doing something else that you would rather be doing, okay? Alright, so that was I forgot the name of the story that fast. Sorry. This was Pokey and the Spelling Test from the 7 Habits of Happy Kids. This has been your bedtime story for tonight. Thank you so much. Let's have words of kindness, okay? Hi, Star Baby. I love you so much. You are so creative. You are so helpful. You are so strong. You are such a leader. I am so proud to call you my Star Baby. I love you forever and ever and always. Know that you can always talk to Auntie Coley, Mama Coley, Coley the MomInShaman about anything, anything, anything. And I will listen. We can talk about how you feel, and you decide what you want to do. Know that I love you unconditionally, just like God do, boo. Take care. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. Here's a big hug. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.